How you doing? This is Colt Cabana, and what a night it is. Buffalo, New York, it's Ring of Honor, and if you haven't taken notice, Colt Cabana's on a little bit of a streak, baby. Spanky, 1, 2, 3. CM Punk, 1, 2, 3. The big match with Nigel McGuinness, 1, 2, 3, and that only means one thing. Colt Cabana is the hottest property in Ring of Honor, and I get a big shot, a world title shot against James Gibson tonight, and I am excited, but what I am really excited about, and don't think I'm not excited about the world title shot, because I am. But if you haven't taken notice, Good Times, Great Memories has been on a little bit of a hiatus, baby. But we are back! It is Good Times, it is Great Memories, and again, I am your host, Colt Cabana. And if you guys don't remember that first episode I did with the J Train, it was pretty exciting. It was a memorable moment. Well, what way to rekindle the flame to having J Train's counterpart, good old Homicide. He's gonna be in here later. My first guest. Right on time. Good to have you. How you doing?
How you doing, Mr. Cabana?
I'm excited. You're here. Did someone send you in? I'm glad you're here, buddy. Please take a seat. It's good to have you here on Good Times, Great Memories. Yeah, we're in Chicago, as you can tell. Beautiful Chicago, Illinois. We're going to fly us out to Buffalo on the charter jet that I have.
Okay.
And it's great to have you. And I'd like to say a little hello to you. And I'm wondering, I got a couple questions these people are wondering. Have you... Just to get it off, I know you've been spending most of your life in a gangster's paradise. Am I correct?
No.
Right.
Remember the hood life, right? It's nothing about paradise where I come from.
Okay, like Boys in the Hood. I've seen that movie.
Something like that.
And I can relate to that, Homicide. And these people probably can relate because we both live thuggish lives. Very hard. Listen, you people might not understand, you might understand. I grew up with a very hard life, and I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to tell these people a little story. Maybe you can relate. I know you can relate, because you had a hard life. But when I was 16, 17 years old, I didn't do my dishes. And my mom starts getting on me. She grounded me for not doing my dishes. She grounded me. And I was like, Mom, we have a cleaning lady. What's she there for? And she was like, you got to do the dishes for the cleaning. And I'm like, we have a cleaning lady. You know, it's like, why would I get grounded when we have the clean? She's there, she cleans up, and it's like, why would the man, my mom, be putting me down for that? And it's just a story that we can relate. We're on a talk show together. You can understand where I come from, and I understand where you come from.
Dishes, Cabana, come on. Dishes.
Listen, there was tons of like mashed potatoes on them, and it was a long time ago, but I'm bringing back the memories, good memories. Great memories.
About dishes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not joking around about this. I'm from New York City. I know you're from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The rough streets of
Rough Street, Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dishes. Come on.
It's not a metaphor either. They were real dishes.
The only dishes that I know is to eat and smack somebody across their head when somebody mess with me.
Well, I wouldn't do that to my cleaning lady. She was a nice Polish lady.
Yeah, but dishes, you talking about you from the streets and you talking about dishes?
Well, I lived a hard life. That's all I'm trying to get on.
That's the hard life for you?
Very hard life, yes.
Wash your dishes?
Well, I didn't wash them.
You didn't wash them?
That's what the cleaning lady's there for.
So, what kind of hard life you got?
I'm just trying to relate to you, buddy. Is that too much?
Come on, Cabana, man. You're joking around too much.
No, this isn't a joke. But actually, I do have a joke, and you can appreciate this because it's a really good one. Why does Snoop Dogg have an umbrella? Think about it.
Okay. Hold on. I don't got it.
For drizzle.
For
drizzle. Am I right, my nizzle? Am I right?
Whoa. What did you just say?
For drizzle?
No.
My nizzle.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
No. That's what Snoop Dogg says. He seems to be pretty cool.
Man, don't disrespect me. You don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a goddamn joke. This is no kind of jab. You're not in Chicago!
You are too!
The hell? Yo, don't disrespect me like that, okay? Don't disrespect my peoples like that. Don't disrespect me. You are a goddamn joke. I'm getting out of here. Goddamn joke.
Oh, come on, man. Peace. Good times, great memories. I'm Colt Cabana. I don't want to disrespect Homicide like that. Oh man, maybe I'll apologize. Is there a flower store around here? I'll go look down Halsted Street. I know it's a flower store down there.
It is August 27th, 2005. We are in Williamsville, New York, just outside of Buffalo, for the Dragon Gate Invasion. Dave Prazak joined by Lenny Leonard, getting things started off with singles competition as Ricky Reyes of the Rottweilers does battle with Puma.
Puma making his way back to Ring of Honor. We saw him last week. He had a one-night shot as a member of the Embassy as they fell short against Generation Next in that tag team matchup. Alex Shelley had the night off, so Nana brought Puma in, but he is out after losing that matchup to Roderick Strong and Austin Aries. So he's going it alone against Ricky Reyes of the Rottweilers.
Keeping hold of the arm of Ricky Reyes as he works back to his feet. Brings Puma down to one knee. Of course, the Dragon Gate Invasion tonight because we've got two representatives from the Dragon Gate organization in Japan coming into Ring of Honor this evening, as it will be CIMA taking on AJ Styles tonight, as well Christopher Daniels to battle Shingo Takagi. As right now it's Puma with the head scissors, takes Reyes down.
Puma off in a hurry on Reyes.
Gets a second head scissors. Reyes back to his feet, gets met with a drop kick and out to the floor to regroup, but Puma's not going to wait. Takes him out on the dive. And Reyes up on the apron, gets met with a drop kick, down to the floor.
Puma put on the brakes there, suckered Reyes in, and now he finally, after the third try, connects on a suicide dive to the floor. You want to talk about an indie dream matchup anywhere in the world. CIMA taking on AJ Styles. What a match that's going to be tonight.
CIMA making his United States debut right here in Ring of Honor. As Puma brings the action back inside the ring, goes for the cover. As the arm barred of Ricky Reyes.
No.
Stepping over the shoulder, a little added pressure on the shoulder there. Wrenching back on the wrist and turning it down. Still controlling that left arm in the center of the ring as Reyes is able to get back to his feet.
Tonight, Colt Cabana, by virtue of coming up on the winning end of the matchup against Nigel McGuinness last week in New Jersey, will get an ROH World title shot against James Gibson.
Gibson able to successfully defend that title against Spanky. That impromptu world title matchup given to the fans after that DQ in the three-way earlier on as Homicide disqualified for using the chain. Cover here by Reyes.
Puma able to maneuver his shoulder up off the canvas. As well, pure title on the line tonight as Samoa Joe defends against Nigel McGuinness.
What a matchup we had last time out between Samoa Joe and the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. First time ever for the pure title to be defended in a main event. That was at Night of the Grudges.
Nice snap suplex by Reyes, right into a cover. And Puma able to get his shoulder up off the canvas. He measures Puma and connects down across the chest.
Clubbing forearm to the chest sends Puma to the corner. Reyes follows it up with another. Gonna send him off. Puma hits the buckles hard. Comes out, ducks the kick, and plants one of his own couple of palm strikes. Spin heel kick connects to the midsection, and a European uppercut from Puma with a quick flurry of offense here.
Hangs him up in the tree wall in the corner. And both of these men throw some lethal kicks. And Puma showing the fans here in the Buffalo area just what he's all about.
Baseball side drop kick right to the face of Reyes, who had nowhere to go.
Got great elevation on that as well. And Reyes rolling out to the floor. Try to catch a breather, shake off the effects.
Sinclair trying to back Puma up. Puma makes his way to the side, and he's caught by Reyes from the outside and driven into the guardrail. Reyes going it alone tonight. No Julius Smokes, no thugs on the outside with him. It's one-on-one, him and Puma in the opening matchup here.
But of course, Homicide is in the building. He'll be in action later on this evening, and you got to think that he has his eye on the monitor, maybe peeking through that curtain on this matchup in case things get out of hand for his fellow Rottweiler.
Whenever one Rottweiler's in trouble, there's another one not too far behind. We've seen it all too often here. Hard scoop and a slam though by Reyes. Plants Puma right in the center of the ring, and he's going to climb the turnbuckles.
Reyes to the second rope. Puma gets the boot up right into the jaw of Reyes. See if he can capitalize here as he's got Reyes down. Sinclair applies the double count. The fans get behind Puma.
men struggling to make it to their feet. Puma's up first. Rolls through the kick. Spin mule kick right to the midsection again, but he's caught with a back elbow coming in by Reyes, who goes through the ropes. Spinning kick connects right to the chin of Reyes. And another kick to the back of the head. Tombstone pile drive.
Oh, but Reyes gets his shoulder up. A nice flurry of kicks from Puma, followed up with the tombstone, but not enough to put away Ricky Reyes. These two men, international competitors themselves, wrestling frequently in Mexico as well as Japan. Truly an international event here in the Buffalo area.
Puma climbing to the top. Senton Reyes rolls to the corner to get out of the way. Hurricane Rana attempt blocked by Reyes. Sit out powerbomb.
That could be it. No! Puma able to kick out.
Both these men digging down, avoiding near falls here in the last minute or so.
Puma needs a victory here if he wants to keep a spot here on the ROH roster. As he connects with the kick to the head of Reyes. Nice bridge and Reyes counters into a near fall of his own.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Fisherman Buster.
Right on his head. Cover. No, Puma gets his shoulder up. And Ricky Reyes getting frustrated, yeah. Visibly frustrated that he can't put him away. Puma is a resilient competitor. Trained in several different styles of wrestling. Goes over top, sunset flip, tying up the legs of Reyes. And we can have a submission right here. Sinclair asking Reyes if he needs to give it up. But using his power to try to relieve the pressure on his back and crawl toward the ropes, and he does.
Reyes able to break the hold, but Puma stays right on him.
Shoulders down.
There's a bridge.
Oh, so close. Oh, right into a submission. And Puma taps. Ricky Reyes picks up the victory in your opening matchup.
By submission, Ricky Reyes.
You know, tonight's a big night for me. It's a big night in many ways. I'm just coming off one of the biggest matches of my career against Colt Cabana. Came up short. And in many ways, that's been the story of things here in Ring of Honor for me. I've been here for, what, a year and a half now. And I've had opportunities and I've had good matches, but I've never really stepped to that next level. And the truth of the matter is, you know, I'm getting on. Everybody's getting on. Everybody get injuries. And eventually you've got to look at yourself in the mirror and you say, am I going to be a mid-card guy for the rest of my life? Or am I going to step up? Am I going to get to the next level? Because I don't want to be 40 years old, barely able to get out of bed, barely able to pay the bills. I want to make it to the top of this business. And to do that, you've got to beat the guys who are at the top of this business. Samoa Joe, you're one of those guys. So tonight, I've got to beat you, as simple as that. The time for promos is over. You need to win it, it's passé. I've just got to win that match tonight.
Of the Ring of Honor Wrestling School, DVD and Cruise.
for four-corner survival as Chad Collier, Jimmy Jacobs, Davey Andrews, and Kevin Steen will do battle. The first fall wins it as we have Chad Collier sporting the Mohawk, starting things off with Davey Andrews.
Going right to work on the arm of Andrews, who counters with a head scissor. Collier kicks out, both men up to the standing position.
Of course, Davey Andrews, many consider the top graduate of the first graduating class of the Ring of Honor Wrestling School, trainee of CM Punk. Jimmy Jacobs, one half of the ROH Tag Team Champions. His partner BJ Whitmer, currently on tour with Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. It'd be great to see some Noah wrestlers make their way here to ROH, as we've got some Dragon Gate competitors here tonight.
ROH always looking to bring in the greatest talent from all over the world. And we're going to see some of that here tonight from Dragon Gate and Sema and Takaji.
Nice side headlock takeover there by Andrews. Back and forth between these two men. Chad Collier, one of the best scientific wrestlers on the ROH roster.
Not so scientific when he wrapped that chair around the head of Ace Steel, causing him to lose more blood than I thought humanly possible.
You have a good point. That wasn't very scientific. And that was disgusting. The pool of blood that Ace Steel's head just splattered into at the end of that matchup at Chicago Ridge. And you got to think that there's still going to be some issues between Chad Collier and Ace Steel. Of course, we have Kevin Steen, a Canadian competitor, who has yet to pick up a victory here in Ring of Honor competition, but has had several strong showings. Battled Homicide in singles competition last time here in Williamsville.
You got to think all four of these guys looking to pick up a win here, trying to keep their spot here in ROH. And also, Jimmy Jacobs, if he were to happen to lose this matchup, maybe lose the pinfall, would that mean one of these guys gets a tag title shot down the line?
That's a good point. Right now it's Collier bridging forward to put maximum pressure as the arm and hammerlock position on Andrews. Andrews won a three-way elimination matchup at our last event here, defeating Shane Hagedorn, a fellow ROH Wrestling School graduate, as well as the Mass New York City Superstar. And the Superstar was the first one eliminated. As we see the Hussman, Jimmy Jacobs, sporting the white furry boots tonight, making his way into the matchup. Jacobs all ready for competition here with Chad Collier. We'll punch you in the face, you punk.
Collar elbow tie up. Side headlock by Collier. Jacobs takes him to the rope, sends him off. Hard shoulder tackle sends Jacobs to the mat. Up and over goes Collier. Leapfrog by Jacobs. Collier off the ropes. And a nice hip toss by Jimmy Jacobs. Collier to his feet and caught with an arm drag. And a drop kick from Jacobs.
Nice flurry from Jimmy Jacobs right there as Kevin Steen tags the foot of Chad Collier.
Close enough.
The wrestling fans of Montreal sort of gave him the nickname of Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen, based on his ability.
Obviously, the fans of Buffalo don't share the opinions of those of our friends north of the border.
Kevin Steen being given an opportunity by Ring of Honor to show exactly what he can do with some of the top wrestlers in North America.
He's in there with one half of the ROH Tag Champs.
And taking way too much time worrying about these fans is to stay on Jimmy Jacobs. Might be a small competitor, but he's got a lot of fight in it.
Hard chop to the chest by Steen.
Kevin Steen's got a lot of chop in it.
Too much time coming in. Jacobs catches him with the boot. Up and over. Jacobs off the turnbuckles. Cross body. 2 count from Jacobs.
Jacobs staying on Steen here. That's exactly what he's got to do. Battling the size and the power.
With his quickness, and you see it right there. Hurricane Rana.
At his back turned, right in the corner of Davey Andrews, takes that opportunity to tag himself in. And he has his back turned to Kevin Steen.
What happens, Davey? Come on, buddy.
Kevin Steen catches him from behind. He's going to send Andrews off. Running forearm knocks him down one more time.
Kevin Steen likes to put a package pile driver to use as one of his trademark maneuvers. Nice belly to back.
Steen off the ropes. Somersault leg drop across the throat. Nice agility by the big man. Cover.
Oh, what kind of a cover is that?
A very cocky cover, doing a push-up across the chest.
ropes now, choking away on the second rope.
All the while jawing with the fans again. Backs away.
We're in the corner of Collier. And Collier brings himself into the matchup. Chopping away on the chest of Davey Andrews.
Running clothesline takes him off his feet. Cover. Only able to get 2. What he should get is a new barber. Hard right hand knocks Andrews to the canvas. Bolo uppercut takes him off his feet.
Chad Collier very focused here tonight. Drives the knee down onto Davey Andrews. Lateral press, not hooking the leg.
Everything Collier does is so crisp in the ring. You see how everything he does is high impact.
Pulls Andrews into the center. Going for the vertical suplex. And he connects.
The 2 count didn't hook the leg there.
Andrews hits very hard. And he's showing that to Collier right here. Trying to work his way up the ROH roster. And truly become the standout graduate of the ROH wrestling school.
There you see a mistake a lot of young wrestlers make. Sets a little too soon, and Collier, the veteran, able to drive the elbow into the neck. Up and over, though. Makes nice reversal, gets out of it, and gets the tag from Jacobs, though, who enters in the ring and just drives a forearm, knocking Steen off the ropes. Now he's firing left hands.
And sends Collier down. Steen, though, grabbing hold of those furry boots, pulling Jacobs to the floor, and he gets back in the ring himself. Turns right around into Davey Andrews, and we got a forearm exchange. 2 hard-hitting athletes just going back and forth. Andrews with a flurry. The knee to the midsection from Kevin Steen puts a stop to that.
Running clothesline puts a stop to Kevin Steen. Collier off the ropes. Up and over with a back body drop from Andrews. Nicely done.
Andrews with the momentum.
Come on!
Crotches Jacobs on the top, who's looking to make his way back into the ring. Climbing up there with him. Jacobs shoves him to the canvas.
Senton coming up. And he gets all of it. But Collier grabs hold of the leg.
Going for the cloverleaf.
The Collier cloverleaf cinched in. Kevin Steen grabs hold of Collier. Package pile driver. No! Landing on his feet. Contra code. No! Right into the clutches of Collier. Standing switch. Andrews with the waist lock. Double Germans.
There are 2 counts right there. Andrews blocks the boot. Waist lock on Collier. Standing switch. Steen off the top with a missile drop kick.
Sending both men to the floor. Kevin Steen, the only man inside the ring, looking to take a chance, but keep your eye on Jimmy Jacobs as he trips up Steen from the floor. And Jacobs soars.
Turns his back on Steen and is caught with a forearm and sent to the floor.
Kevin Steen now looking to take a chance. He's got all 3 of his opponents on one side of the ring.
Senton off the top wipes them out.
The risk paid off for Kevin Steen. He's got to get some of them back inside the ring here.
One of them. Anyone.
Pitches Jimmy Jacobs back in. He's going to follow up with the package pile driver. As the Mr. Wrestling chant goes up.
Fans appreciative of the high-risk offense.
Jacobs, he's shaking off the effects here. Jimmy Jacobs. Yeah, he is hustling up. Off the ropes comes Jacobs. Right into the arms of Steen. Mr. Peepers driver.
2.5 as Andrews breaks it up.
I didn't actually ask him if it's actually called that, but I'll trust Punk. Davey Andrews ringing away on the arm of Steen. FC twist. Collier breaks it up.
Waist lock by Collier. Standing switch. Andrews goes behind.
Jacobs back in the ring. Contra code on Collier. Can he get it? No! Jacobs all the way to the floor.
Fortunately, he hit the mat instead of the concrete floor. Unfortunately for Collier, he was hit in the face with a drop kick.
Andrews going for the springboard drop kick. Nobody home. Collier cloverleaf coming up.
Nobody in the ring to make the save.
Davey Andrews taps and Chad Collier comes up your winner. We have the opening bells, the notorious 187 Homicide. Do battle with the masked El Generico, the generic luchador out of Mexico. Except he wrestles in Canada. And he's here in Ring of Honor.
He was looking to shake the hand of Homicide. No such luck.
Homicide last time here in Williamsville, New York, basically doing away with Kevin Steen. The hands of a vicious lariat about decapitated the man. See how he does against another Canadian competitor, Mexican competitor. A lot of mystery behind the mask of El Generico. Looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Taking their time there.
And a boot to the midsection. You had to expect that from Homicide. I mean, come on. And out to the floor. You have to expect this too. Hard into the barricade goes El Generico.
Homicide's all over El Generico off the bat here. Obviously still a little angry about what he feels about being disrespected in his eyes by Colt Cabana. Oh, yeah. Good times, great memories.
Yeah, Homicide definitely going to take out his aggression on El Generico.
And I would not want to be this kid for all the money in Buffalo. Jesus! Again into the guardrail.
And Homicide relieving some frustration here. Pretending that it is Colt Cabana underneath that mask. And he's got the chair.
Looks like he's debating what to do with it here.
I'm thinking he wants to bring it over somehow. But the referee tried to put a stop to what Homicide has in mind. Will Homicide listen to reason?
Apparently he will.
To the midsection of El Generico. Open hand strike across the chest.
Homicide about caving in the chest of El Generico, now just driving the fingers into the face and the eyes. It is all Homicide early on.
He'd be a little hesitant to use that chair because he doesn't want to get disqualified again, as he was disqualified for using a chain last week. Drop toe hold from El Generico. To his feet, arm drag.
Men up quick. Homicide, though, full Nelson on Generico. Using the ropes to springboard out. Able to escape, and Homicide goes to the floor.
Could give Generico an opportunity right here. Of course, Homicide was heavily fined for putting his hands on referee Mike Keener during that three-way matchup last week in New Jersey after Keener disqualified him for using that chain. So he can't put his hands on an official. We're going to try to put a stop to the tactics of Homicide when it comes to using weapons and putting his hands on the official. That was one of the founding rules here in Ring of Honor. You don't touch the referee.
So you have to respect the official in the ring. Homicide and Generico back in the center of the ring, about to hook it up one more time. Generico a little more cautious coming in, grabs a side headlock. Homicide sends him off. Shoulder tackle takes Homicide off his feet, surprisingly. Shoulder block again, Generico off the ropes. Nice quickness with the arm drag.
Seeing the lucha influence right here from Generico.
A lot of Canadian lucha.
Bipasso.
Rolls through. Homicide slides through the legs. Arm hip toss takes Homicide all the way out to the floor. Generico once again looking to fly here.
Homicide ducked out of the way, and Generico saved himself.
I've seen that somewhere before.
Homicide has a seat. No, you have to go wrestling. That guy's not going to get in the ring. Come on.
Homicide, some words with the fans at ringside here in Buffalo.
Taking his time, getting back inside the ring. Rolls underneath the bottom rope and back inside. Right to the arm drag from Generico. Keeping hold of the arm and barring it as Paul Turner checks on Homicide's condition.
Hell no! Oh, this motherfucker will be a
Drives the elbow into the arm. Still holding onto the arm bar. Homicide works his way back to a knee. Keeping that arm. Homicide back to his feet. Backs Generico into the corner.
Gonna get a clean break here from Homicide.
Never.
Generico, though, ducks out of the way. Connects with a palm strike of his own. Uh-oh, that may have been a mistake.
You don't want to piss off Homicide. And that's exactly what Generico is doing right now.
You definitely don't want to do it twice.
Not having any effect. Up and over, no.
German suplex, he gets dumped on the back of his head.
He got some padding underneath that mask. Homicide taking his time. Grabs hold of El Generico. Pulling him back to his feet. Snapmare, back down to the canvas. Oh! Hard kick to the back. Generico feeling the effects.
Homicide just stalking Generico. Drives the knee to the back of the head. Cover.
Only gets two. Again kicking away at the back. And going after the mask now. Who is it under the mask? Is it Cabana? It's not really the same body type.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, off the mask and off the eyes.
Draws a warning from the official.
Eat my Julius smokes. Just do that, okay?
Again, Homicide jawing with the fans in the front row.
Off the mask. Let's go.
Harsh words for the official. Hard chop to the chest.
Sends Generico back down to the canvas. Snapmare takes him back down again, grabbing hold of the chin lock. Right in the middle of the ring, looking to wear the luchador down. Crowd getting behind El Generico here.
Homicide trying to slow him down. Generico up to his feet. Firing away in the midsection, trying to break the hold.
He does.
Off the ropes.
Knee to the midsection puts a stop to any momentum that he had in his favor.
Homicide just drives the knee right to the solar plexus. There's a cover.
Generico kicking out. Another kick to the back.
Homicide just destroying the back of El Generico.
And rolling underneath the ropes. As Homicide just puts that big boot right across the throat.
Generico needs to get to the floor, try and get away from Homicide for a minute here. Homicide's gonna pick him back up.
Homicide seems on good behavior tonight. He didn't put that chair to use. He's trying to play by the rules a little bit. Hasn't really touched the referee. After that huge fine last week for touching Mike Keener, Homicide almost suspended, but his lawyers got involved. And drives the knee right into the face of El Generico.
This kid is in all sorts of trouble in the corner now. Homicide just slowly, methodically picking him apart.
Much like we saw in the match last time here in Buffalo between Homicide and Kevin Steen. Homicide almost toying with the man here. And again, going after the mask. Pulling back on the chin now. Putting pressure down on the back as well. Modified version of a camel clutch here from Homicide.
Sitting down very deep in the hole, too. All the weight on the back of El Generico. Obviously that fine getting through to Homicide, wrestling a somewhat scientific match after that early flurry of offense on the floor, pretty much confining the rest of this match to the ring as Generico fires back. Up and over goes Generico, and he's caught with a belly-to-belly.
Just launching him overhead. Homicide with the cover.
Generico able to kick out at 2. Got to give this kid a lot of credit. He's taken severe punishment here from Homicide. God, look at the welts on the back of Generico from those kicks.
His body really bruising up from the assault, courtesy of the notorious 187.
Driving the shoulder to the midsection. He's going to elevate him to the top turnbuckle.
What could Homicide have in mind right here? Known to put a butterfly superplex to use, as well as the ace crusher off the ropes.
Looks like he's
the
going.
ace crusher.
Generico trying to fight him off, though, firing away at the midsection. Sunset flip from Generico off the top.
Sunset powerbomb, but not enough to finish off Homicide. Generico needs a victory here, as he's had several ROH outings. He's put in strong showings, but needs to start racking up some victories here. And what a victory it would be against Homicide.
That's what it's all about here.
Looking for that running Yakuza kick in the corner, but Homicide gets his boot up. Right into the tip-to-world backbreaker.
Sorry to cut you off, Dave. As I was saying, that's what it's all about here in ROH. Racking up the wins. If you want to stay on the show, you want to stay on the card, keep your spot, you got to put up the W's.
Homicide elevates Generico. On the apron he goes. Springboard with the drop kick right to the chest. And back to his feet with the nip up. But Homicide all the way out to the floor. And Generico looking to take a chance. Corkscrew body press to the floor. Brings the fans here in the Buffalo area to their feet.
Generico came down hard as well. Looked like he landed on his head there. Fortunately, he was near the mat. Didn't hit the concrete, but he came down in a bad way. But he is able to get to his feet, surprisingly. Homicide able to get to his knees as well.
He did damage to his opponent as well. That's what it's all about. Trying to get the victory here. Rolls Homicide back inside the ring.
That is why they call it high risk, and he's going up to the top one more time. Trying to rally the fans behind him as Homicide gets to his feet. Crossbody off the top.
Only gets 2.
Almost an upset right there. Generico 2.5. Homicide able to kick out.
Generico very worn down. Needs to stay on him here. Again, look at that back. It's just red from Homicide's assault. Generico likes to use a brainbuster as well. Homicide with the knee to the side of the head. Hot killer! No!
Ducks the lariat as well.
Single-handed Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Walking those ropes. Hitting swinging DDT.
Hooks the leg.
Homicide very resilient, gets his shoulder up. Generico has also been known to put a brainbuster on the top turnbuckle to use. And since we no longer have the single, I guess you could say boxing style turnbuckles, or like what you see in Japan, we're back to the 3 turnbuckles in the corner. He might actually be able to put that to use now.
If he could get Homicide in position, I'm sure he would utilize that move. Homicide, though, with a reversal, sends him into the corner. Follows him in, but caught with an elbow by Generico, who's going to climb the ropes one more time. Homicide follows him up, and he's crushing off the ropes.
Over. No, Generico with the shoulder up.
What guts by this kid, able to kick out. But does he have anything left in the tank? Scooping a slam by Homicide with a cover.
Again, he gets his shoulder up. Generico showing that he's got a lot of fight in him. Taking all that Homicide can dish out and kicking out. Homicide back out to the apron.
Homicide still hasn't been able to hit that lariat yet as well. Generico's blocked a couple of them.
He's got Generico down and now climbing up top. Generico connects with the forearm. Maybe looking for a superplex here. Homicide trying to hang on and block.
Shoves him to the canvas. Homicide up top. Diving headbutt.
Gets all of it. The feeling he affects himself. Driving his head down onto the body of Generico.
Unable to cover, Generico up to his knees. Homicide picks him back up. Short arm lariat. Picks him right back up. Another short arm lariat and hangs on.
Looking to soften him up for the running lariat. Oh, and almost takes his head off. That's 2 Canadians that have fallen to the lariat of Homicide here in the Buffalo area. Homicide with the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. I have just been informed that the fallen angel Christopher Daniels is unable to be here this evening. He's here? Right now, he's here.
Right here, he's right there.
All right, it is music. Bring him out. Suitable replacement. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first to my left, he is Dragon Gate's Shingo Takagi! His opponent to my right, he's hot, he's spicy, he tastes great, clean
Touch.
Shingo Takagi of the Dragon Gate organization in Japan, scheduled to take on the fallen angel Christopher Daniels here tonight. Daniels unable to make it to the building as of yet, and out of nowhere, Curryman makes his first appearance here in the United States on a Ring of Honor event. He's hot, he's spicy, he tastes great, and he's taking on a member of Dragon Gate here tonight in Williamsville.
Very excited to have this matchup. Takagi, a relative newcomer in this sport, only been wrestling for about 10 months. He's been very, very impressive so far. Very anxious to get a look at him. My first chance to see him up close and personal. And always a pleasure to see Curryman as he watches Takagi put on some push-up displays.
Takagi made his debut on October 3rd of 2004. He's a protege of CIMA, who we'll see in action later tonight, taking on AJ Styles, and a member of CIMA's Blood Generation group in Dragon Gate. Of course, Curryman has had a legendary career overseas in Japan, wrestling for several different organizations, and very successful competitor himself. As of yet, not appearing in the United States until here tonight. Going after the head of Takagi. Works his way back to his feet and comes up with a wrist lock on Curryman.
Curryman wearing the New Japan shirt tonight. That's where he's gained most of his success over in Japan. So quite a dynamic here with two of the larger companies in Japan. Little political ramifications here in this matchup.
And both men doing the push-ups.
Who's going to give first?
And Takashi doesn't quite know what to make of Curryman.
Neither do I.
Basically displaying that he can do the exact same thing. Curryman likes to utilize the spicy drop as one of his favorite finishing maneuvers, a modification of the burning hammer.
Both men trying to get the crowd behind them here in the early going.
Takashi also known to put a modification of that same very hold to use, calls it the blood fall. Also likes to utilize a submission hold similar to the Anaconda Vice called the Manriki. A head and arm submission down on the canvas as he takes Curryman down with the side headlock takeover.
Todd Sinclair right there checking on Curryman, rolls him over. Quick 2 count from Curryman on Takashi. Nice reversal by Curryman, goes to work on the arm, driving the forearm in the back of the neck.
Keeping the arm barred. Takashi trying to work his way back up, reaches the ropes. Curryman must break. I wonder what happened to Daniels. He hasn't shown up to the building, and he hasn't contacted anybody, hasn't placed any phone calls to let anybody know what's up with him.
I know ROH officials have been trying to desperately get a hold of him on his cell, unable to get an answer. Fortunately, Curryman, last-minute replacement.
Going for the shoulder tackle, but Takashi holding his ground. Sends him into the ropes, and he bowls over Curryman.
Takashi's put together, up and over he goes. Leapfrog by Curryman off the ropes.
Fakes him out.
A little dance.
Through the ropes goes Takashi. And Curryman connects with the kick.
Drop kick through the ropes and skins the cat up to the top. And up and over to the floor.
Nice combination from Curryman.
It's amazing how his hat never comes off.
It's attached to his mask, actually. Just an observation. Pitches Takashi back inside the ring. Curryman climbing up.
Takashi to his feet. Shoulder tackle off the top from Curryman. Hooks the leg.
Only gets 2.
Todd Sinclair right there with a 2 count. Once again, both men to their feet. Curryman looking for a suplex. Oh, reverse suplex of his own by Takashi.
Showing his power right there. He's got a strong base.
He's got very large thighs for a junior heavyweight. He's got a lot of lower body strength. He's well put together up top, but most junior heavyweights don't have the leg strength that you see. Look at the size of the calves even on Takashi. He's very well put together for a junior heavyweight.
And for someone so new to professional wrestling, really holding his own against a veteran of Japanese competition in Curryman. Only gets 2, keeping him grounded with the chin lock.
Todd Sinclair right there checking to make sure it doesn't slip into a choke.
Takashi also likes to put a reverse powerbomb to use, called the gallon throw.
Going to the eyes there, underneath the mask. Todd Sinclair forces the break. Takashi's going to pick Curryman back up. Scooping a hard slam.
Taking his time here. Maybe a little bit too much time. As he grabs hold of the plate.
It's a hat.
Hat, plate. Put some curry in there. Drives the knee down.
Again, only a 2 count as he drove the knee. Right into the upper body of the Curryman. Slow to get to his feet. Takashi has him by the head, drives him into the turnbuckle.
Boot right into the throat. Choking away on Curryman in the corner. Throws a warning from Sinclair, and again goes back to it.
Has him on the second turnbuckle. Using the count to his advantage here.
Pulling him back up. Takashi drives Curryman into the turnbuckle. Chop across the chest. And again. Putting his power to his advantage here.
Series of hard chops in the corner. He's going to send him off. Follows him into the corner with a clothesline. Nowhere for Curryman to go but down.
It's great having the international representation here in Ring of Honor. Two top stars of Dragon Gate making their way to the United States for the very first time.
The offices of Ring of Honor are always looking to bring the top talent from all over the world here. Showcase their abilities in the purest form here in Ring of Honor.
He's got Curryman up. Power slam.
They show a strength, hooks the leg. Again, only a 2 count as Curryman able to get that shoulder up.
Going for the hip toss is Curryman. Takahashi holds his ground. Series of jabs from Curryman. Sends Takahashi to the canvas.
Hard right hand from Curryman knocks him down. He's going to send him off the ropes. Ducked a little soon, got caught with a kick, and a clothesline knocks him out of his boots. He might have him here. Again, 2.5.
Going after the arm.
As that crossface.
Pulling back on the hold. Sinclair checking on Curryman's condition. Curryman trying to hang in there. Inching toward the ropes with his legs. And he reaches the ropes to force a break.
Break it up, break.
Kaji breaking on 3.
Kaji very proud of himself, in control of the matchup.
Things certainly going his way right now against Curryman. A late replacement for Christopher Daniels. Face first in the turnbuckle goes Curryman. Takahaji's going to go up. Says that's it.
What could he have in mind here? Both men on the ropes now. Curryman trying to block the attempt.
Drives the shoulder to the midsection. Takahashi with a headbutt. Big slam off the top from Curryman. But Takahashi pops right back up.
Digging down for some energy. Forearm exchange by these two competitors. Worry from Curryman.
Big back body drop. Takahashi up to his feet, knocked down with a clothesline. Curryman with a flurry here. Takahashi ducks the clothesline. Springboard back elbow.
Curryman with a flurry of offense here. See if he can maintain the advantage. Blue Thunder powerbomb. Gets his shoulder up.
2 3/4. Takahashi barely getting the shoulder up.
Takahashi holding his ground, blocking the attempt. Elbows to the side of the head of Curryman.
Had him up on the shoulders, drives the knee to the midsection, then a DDT.
Doing push-ups while covering the man. Breaks the full Nelson. And Takahashi going for the Manriki here. See if he can get the submission.
Curryman in the center of the ring. Nowhere near the ropes at this point. Still trying to inch his way. Takahashi wrenching down though. Hot Sinclair right there.
Curryman trying to... He does make the ropes to force a break. Takahashi in control once again. He's got Curryman in a weakened position here.
Needs to follow up a little quicker, taking a little too much time here again. Curryman fights out, but gets caught with an elbow. Goes for another lariat. Curryman blocks, step up enziguri.
Plants him. Curryman now. A little homage to the man that he's going in for tonight. But only gets 2.
Takahashi again able to kick out. Very impressive in his debut here.
And it looks like Curryman's gonna go for the spicy drop. See if he can get it. Takahashi trying to fight out of it. Rolling only gets 2.
Again, 2.5. What a win for Takashi this would be for a relative rookie to beat a veteran like Curryman here in his debut. Again, a 2 count.
Curryman into the ropes. Staying on his feet. Drops him down face first. Gonna go for the spicy drop once again. And he gets it. Cover. And Curryman picks up the victory in his American debut.
But what a showing by Shingo Takagi. Very impressive here in his Ring of Honor debut.
Now, I've only wrestled in the U.S. once, so you have to excuse me if my English is a little rusty. My partner, Brian Danielson, told me about this place, and I've been wanting to show my face here for a long, long time. And let me first say this, Takagi-san, I know you're a young man in this business, but tonight you showed these people what blood generation is all about. So, if it's all right with them, I'd like to ask you to please come back. I almost forgot. Brian told me about this thing you guys do here. I think it goes a little something like this. As far as the King of Spice goes, I'm not sure if I'll ever get a chance to come back, but if I do, you better believe I'm going to dance my ass off for each and every one of you.
lead with.
Is in shock as we have a new pure champion in Nigel McGuinness.
Sugar Sean Price here, and folks, what an unbelievable first half of action. We have a brand new pure champion in Nigel McGuinness. But right now, I'm with Chad Collier. Chad, great win tonight, 4 corner survival match. What's going on with you, big man?
4 corner, nothing. You know what? I wrestled 3 people out there tonight. And 3 people all at once couldn't beat me. Nobody can beat me. I might as well retire from wrestling because nobody can beat me. And that includes that ugly Ace Steel. Did you see? Hey, did you see what I did to him?
So what you do with it? That was cool.
It was funny. I left him right in a puddle of his own blood, tapping out to the Texas Cloverleaf. Ace Steel, nothing. Ace Steel, you want some more? Bring it on.
Whoa. Chad, I got no beef with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I got something to say right here. Yo, where's Cabana at? Where's Colt Cabana right now?
The last time I checked, he was getting ready for his world title match at Homicide. I mean,
world title match.
Yeah,
Really? Man, I don't like the way he disrespected me. Matter of fact, I had so many people disrespecting me. I'm tired of people disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, I be seeing your work. You like to interview people. You like to follow cameras around the building and everything. How about this? How about I give you a scoop? Just get the camera and follow me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give you the hot news.
well, folks, we're here from Homicide. Something's busy going to happen tonight from Homicide. Colt Cabana, stay tuned, but let's get back to the second half.
We are showing you this clip from a special dark match that happened right after intermission. Dunn and Marcos against Shane Hagedorn and Matt Turner from the ROH Wrestling School. And normally this would just be for the people who attend the live event, but we are showing you this clip for what happened after the match. Stay tuned, as right now Dunn and Marcos going up to the top rope. Matt Turner helpless on the mat. And boom, there it is. 1, 2, 3, the Rinku Express scoring another victory following up their big win over the Carnage Crew at Night of the Grudges 2. Now check out what happens next.
I just want to come out here real quick and apologize. I had some bad directions or something. I just got here. This is the first time I've ever... Hold on. This is the first time I've ever been late for a show. But listen, I know how much you guys were looking forward to me and this guy Takagi. So if Takagi... Hold on for a second. If Takagi's ready, just let me get dressed. Let me get dressed real quick, and we'll have that match. Is that all right? What do you mean, what? You wrestled already. Who did he wrestle? He wrestled. He's here. Man, I was booked with him on a show in Japan once, but I missed my flight. This is the second time we missed each other.
I hope the dancing didn't tire you guys out, okay? I hope that dancing didn't wear you out. 20 minutes, Welcome up! Welcome up, Berries! Welcome up! Welcome up, Berries! Welcome up! Welcome up, Berries! Welcome up, I dropped my 2 minutes. Shut your mouth! Shut up! You shut your mouth!
We see the war between these two factions renewed once again, tag team style, as Generation Next of Austin Aries and Roderick Strong battles the Embassy of Jimmy Rave, and I guess joining the Embassy for one night only here, Spanky. First he sold out his friend James Gibson, now he sold out himself. Coming under the wing of the Embassy, Prince Nana, not in attendance tonight. He is in Ghana tending to government business. And Alex Shelley at ringside. What, another night off for Alex Shelley?
You're sitting next to a 14-year-old boy. What's wrong? 13. What kind of parent or guardian are you? You're a disgrace. That's what you are. You're a disgrace and probably drunk.
I want to talk about what a disgrace is.
Come on, old man.
Putting that leash that Jade Chung is on to use. Spanky's ridiculous.
And the string of hired one-night guns for the Embassy continues. We saw Abyss, we saw Puma, and now it's call him traitor, call him Judas. I guess we just gotta call him Spanky.
He's a formidable competitor and has quite the ego as of late. And Money Talks and the Embassy offered quite a few dollars to Spanky to be at their side here tonight. Last week at Night of the Grudges 2, Puma not doing the job to earn the Embassy victory against Generation Next. So tonight, they give Spanky an opportunity. As right now it is Spanky and Roderick Strong inside the ring, and Spanky reaching for the tag, and Jimmy Rave hops off the apron.
Obviously had something to tell that fan in the front row at that moment. That was very important.
Collar and elbow tie-up as Roderick Strong backs Spanky into the corner.
Clean break from Todd Sinclair. Spanky shakes the hands.
Oh, come on. Nobody should trust Spanky at this point.
Sure, it was very sincere.
Right into a hammerlock he goes.
How the pros do it, Roderick.
Last time here in the Buffalo area, Spanky with a very memorable world title matchup against then champion Austin Aries. Splitting the chin of Aries open with a super slice bread number 2 off the ropes.
Spanky can drive Roderick into the corner. Monkey flips his way out.
Spanky very proud of himself.
He usually is.
Single-handed knuckle lock. Now both hands. Roderick Strong certainly has the power on his side.
Nice flexibility, though, by Spanky with the bridge there. Roderick able to force the shoulder down, only able to get a 1 count.
Now having to fight to keep his shoulders up off the canvas. And back to a standing position comes Spanky.
A little strength of his own. Look, he was driving Roderick down, but Roderick again able to take control, driving Spanky's hands down to the mat.
Has his hands down on the canvas.
Roderick though stepping on
the fingers. There's nowhere for Spanky to go.
Austin Aries approves on the outside. Collar and elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Spanky working on the arm of Roderick one more time. Cartwheel by Roderick. Elevates him up and over and takes control of the arm himself.
First Generation Next coming out with the tag team victory last week in Morristown, New Jersey over the Embassy. And Roderick Strong on the heels of a big singles win, perhaps the biggest of his career in Chicago Ridge at Punk the Final Chapter against Matt Hardy. As Spanky wants out of this matchup, tags the leg of Jimmy Rave, and out to the floor and at the feet of Alex Shelley he comes, and forcing Jade Chung to fan him.
Listen to the crowd chanting. Have you ever heard a crowd chant at a chop before? That may have been the loudest chop I've ever heard in my life. And Jimmy Rave and the rest of the Embassy want no part of Roderick Strong right now.
The Embassy trying to regroup out on the floor. Generation Next has earned several wins against the Embassy. Dayton, Ohio at Redemption. Big six-man tag team match. They scored the victory, but after the matchup, it was Abyss destroying Generation Next. The Embassy have always gained more moral victories than actually pinfall victories in matches against Generation Next by laying them out after the match, and particularly at the homecoming as well, laying out Generation Next after the match.
Strong has Rave in the corner. Rave wanted no part of Roderick Strong's chop. After he heard what happened to Spanky just moments ago, he wanted no part of it in the corner.
They lock up once again. Backing Roderick Strong into the corner is Jimmy Rave. Goes for the chop. Roderick moves and connects with one of his own.
Jimmy Rave all the way to the floor.
And trying to regroup. Jimmy Rave is making a whole lot of enemies here in Ring of Honor competition. You know that there's still that issue with AJ Styles. He'll have to battle him again soon. In fact, if AJ wasn't in that dream match tonight against SEMA, you better believe he'd be in there against Jimmy Rave. Making his way back inside the ring.
Rave a little hesitant to lock it up with Strong again after that last exchange. Finally, collar and elbow. Rave grabs the side headlock in the center of the ring.
Spanky makes the tag.
Rather hesitant tag by Spanky. Fires a right hand to the ribs. And again, Roderick feeling it. Spanky going to work on the ribs with right hands.
Referee Todd Sinclair telling him to open the fists. Spanky not listening, so he gets chopped. The chest of Spanky just turning red at the hands of Roderick Strong. One of the hardest choppers in Ring of Honor.
Spanky trying to make his way to the corner. Roderick cuts him off. Grabs the front face lock, and he's going to tag in the former champ.
Austin Aries in. Double team strategy by Generation Next.
Version of the old heart attack there.
Only gets two, and Jimmy Rave entering the ring to break up the pin attempt if need be.
Side headlock by Aries on Spanky right in the center of the ring. Todd Sinclair looking in. Spanky's going to force him back to the ropes and fire him off. Hard shoulder block by Aries. Up and over. Spanky with a leapfrog. Aries puts on the break, grabs a side headlock, takes Spanky off his feet. Reversal with the side headlock by Aries. Again reversed by Spanky. Another side headlock by Aries, taking him off his feet. And another head scissors. Very quick handstand. And a drop kick by Aries.
Explosive offense from Aries, worked his way out of that position and connected with the kick as we see a renewal of this matchup that we saw last time here in this venue. Roderick Strong back in, going to work on the back of Spanky. Sends him off. Picture perfect drop kick.
Right on the chin of Spanky. Rolls him over with a cover. Rave breaks it up at two.
Reaching for the tag, but Roderick pulls him away from his corner. And back toward the corner of Generation Next. Of course, Matt Seidel becoming an official member of Generation Next by virtue of helping his team win that 6-man in Dayton. Spanky sent to the corner. Roderick in, connects. Austin Aries with the running drop kick right to the mud.
Rolls him up with a bridge.
Only gets 2.
Spanky being punished here by Generation Next. Both members going to work here. And Spanky goes to the eyes, somersaults to his corner, and tags in Jimmy Rave.
Rave going to work on Aries, connects with the forearm shot right to the jaw. And a headbutt to follow up. Now just blatant choke. Draws a warning from Sinclair. Rave acting like he did absolutely nothing wrong.
Right hand right to the bridge of the nose of Aries and a headbutt by Rave. Now he's just going to drive the boot right into the throat. Again, choking Aries right in front of Todd Sinclair.
Reversal of the Irish whip, Rave into the buckle. Aries comes charging, elevated, stays on the apron, back in, and connects with the elbow.
Nice agility by Aries. Hard whip.
The buckle, and he goes tumbling down to the cannon.
Jimmy Rave in a heap. Coming out of the corner, he has to go to the outside to escape. Trying to get away from Aries, who's following him in. Slow to do so, and Rave cuts him off with a forearm to the back. Up and over to the floor goes Rave. Baseball slide drop kick from Aries sends Rave to the guardrail.
And Roderick helping Jimmy Rave back into the ring.
He's a helpful fellow. Cover!
Only gets 2. Aries pulling Rave back up, ringing away on the arm. Frequent tags on the side of Generation Next. Knee to the midsection from Roderick Strong, clubbing away on the back.
Forearm shot to Rave in the corner. Another wicked knife edge chop from Roderick Strong. Another tag to Aries.
Slingshot into the open hand strike. And brings himself into the ring with the senton as he held Rave over the knees. And Spanky breaks up the pin attempt.
Nice double team offense from Generation Next here, cutting the ring in half again. Dragging Rave to their side of the ring, and another tag to Roderick. Drives the knee to the chest. Forearm shot, rocks Rave against the ropes. Another clubbing forearm to the back. Reversal by Rave. Drives the knee to the midsection and makes the tag to Spanky.
Hesitated and he paid the price. 3 hard chops from Roderick Strong, but Spanky drives him into the turnbuckle.
He who hesitates gets chopped. Now they're going to double team him in the corner.
Trying to fight his way out of the corner of the embassy. Roderick Strong with Spanky. But over in the corner, comes charging, moves out of the way. That's the clothesline. Aries connects with Spanky. Going for the half Nelson backbreaker, but Jimmy Rave from behind. Spanky drops him face first to the canvas and makes the tag.
Roderick is dropped right on top of his head. Raven with a cover quickly. Roderick able to kick out.
Spanky feeling the effects out on the apron. And Jade Chung trying to come to his aid. Vertical suplex inside the ring by Jimmy Rave. Lateral press, hooks the leg. Not enough.
Nice of Alex Shelley to give enough slack on the leash to let her get over to Spanky to fan him.
The fact that they have her on the leash is just even more ridiculous than anything that the embassy has ever done to mistreat Jade Chung.
You know, you're right about that, Dave Prazak. Once again, I'm trying to sit in the crowd, enjoy a beer, eat some food, and
Hey, you know you were doing that last week. You're not supposed to drink on the job, Bauer.
We're forget about that part. Jay Chung, it's absolutely despicable what they're doing. But back to the action. I can't control myself. I mean, we saw what happened with Mick Foley last week, and hopefully Foley can bring some justice to this issue in the future. I mean, Prince Nana making absolute mockery over ROH, saying that he cannot physically abuse Jay Chung anymore, putting her on a leash, dragging her around, and Nana's not even here tonight. I hope there's some sort of uprising in Ghana or something, but here, back to the action.
Sleeper hold applied by Spanky. One of these days, Bauer's going to get in trouble for that whole drinking thing. Holding on to the sleeper, Roderick trying to inch his way toward his corner to make the tag to Austin Aries. There you see Alex Shelley in the corner of the Embassy.
Better be sober by the main event.
Todd Sinclair checking out his condition. His arm falls twice, one more, and the Embassy has the victory. No, he's still got some energy left in him. Roderick Strong digging down.
Crowd urging him to make the tag. He's able to get to his feet here.
And breaks free of the sleeper. Rolls into the corner and tags Aries.
Clothesline takes Spanky down. Back elbow one more time. And a second takes Spanky off his feet. Power drive elbow.
Cover. Rave trying to break it up, and Aries moved out of the way, and he connected with his own partner.
Sends off Spanky. Elevates him up and over with the back body drop. Spanky's going to roll to the floor here.
Aries looked like he was going to take a chance. He saw Jimmy Rave coming. And again, using Jimmy Rave as a weapon. Sending the Embassy members into one another. Heat-seeking missile right into the steel barricade.
Aries himself looks a little shook up there. A lot of velocity when he made that impact. Corkscrew from the outside in connects.
Spanky able to kick out. Aries trying to do damage here. Maybe looking for the brainbuster.
Spanky going for slice bread.
Aries blocks. He's got him up. And drops him on the top turnbuckle.
Big running boot from Roderick Strong. Aries with a cover. And Rave breaks it up with a running knee to the face.
Pulls Spanky into his corner so that he can make the tag. Jimmy Rave, the legal man. Pulls Aries to his feet, looking for the
Rave clash.
Styles clash. Aries trying to block. Rave can't get him up. Aries down to a knee, blocking the attempt at the Styles clash. Roderick Strong from behind with a hard forearm to the back.
He's going for that half Nelson backbreaker, and Spanky stopped him. There you go, out to the floor, leaving Aries and Rave in the center of the ring.
We see brainbuster right here. Jimmy Rave trying to fight out of it. Cover.
All four men in the ring. Spanky now rolls to the outside. Roderick again going for that half Nelson backbreaker on Rave. There it is. Aries going to the top.
Do we see the 450 splash? It earned him the victory last week, but Spanky crotches Aries on the top rope.
Right hand from Roderick Strong sends Spanky hard to the floor.
Oh no, he's going for the Styles clash. And he hits it. Roderick with the kick to the back to break it up.
Like a shotgun going off. Drives the knees into the midsection of Spanky.
Spanky rolls to the floor. Roderick follows. Brian Alex Shelley out there.
Oh, he's got the leash.
The leash of Jay Chung.
He's tying up Roderick with the leash on the floor.
Inside the ring, Austin Aries with the kick to the shoulder of Jimmy Ray. Can he get the brainbuster? No, Ray staying on his feet. Standing switch. Aries going for the O'Connell wall. Gets two, and the chair put to use by Alex Shelley from the floor. And that's three. The Embassy get the victory. Give the assist to Alex Shelley, putting the chair to use from the floor.
Alex Shelley? Jimmy Wave? You want to escalate this war? You want the Embassy and Generation Next to escalate this war? You want outside interference? You want chair shots? You want anything goes? Well, that's exactly what you're gonna get.
The code of honor is followed by international superstar, arguably the top competitor in Dragon Gate, CIMA, making his American debut against the phenomenal AJ Styles.
You want to talk about a dream matchup. Very excited to see CIMA stateside, his United States debut here in Ring of Honor. What a tremendous matchup this is going to be between him and AJ.
CIMA, the leader of the Blood Generation faction, formed in early 2005 in the Dragon Gate organization. Of course, Shingo Takagi, a member of that faction.
Takagi very impressive earlier tonight in his debut. Nice nip up from AJ.
CIMA back to his feet as well. Of course, this isn't the first time that AJ Styles has faced international competition here in Ring of Honor. He defeated Kaz Hayashi back at Final Battle 2003 on a show that also featured Satoshi Kojima and the Great Muta. The crowd a little split here in the Buffalo area.
Very excited to see this matchup. Obviously, the crowd solidly behind AJ Styles, but very excited to see CIMA get a first look at this guy up close and personal. It's amazing to see what he can do on tape, but to see it actually live in the building, it has to be experienced for yourself.
AJ countering into a hammerlock. Jockeying for position right here. Grabs hold of the head of AJ Styles. Trying to elevate CIMA. Into the corner they go.
CIMA was trying for that back heel trip. AJ grabbed the waistlock. They both end up in the corner. Going to get a clean break here. Yes, we do.
We get a clean break from CIMA. CIMA, the biggest Japanese star in since probably Jushin Thunder Liger back in November of 2004 at the Weekend of Thunder. Of course, we also had Abataro in.
What about Dragon Soldier B?
As I said, CIMA, the biggest Japanese star in since Jushin Liger, and maybe Abataro.
Both these guys sizing each other up, trying to feel each other out here in the early going. Neither man wants to be the one to make that first mistake here. When you're dealing with a competitor the likes of AJ Styles or CIMA, the first mistake could be the one that costs you the matchup. So they're going to test each other out here early going.
CIMA made his professional debut on May 11th of 1997. Likes to put a variation of the air raid crash to use as one of his trademark holds, as he had AJ Styles' shoulders down for a near fall right there and both men back to their feet. CIMA also uses a leaping palm strike called the Venus. Likes to use the iconoclasm as well. And a cross-legged Michinoku driver, the perfect driver.
Roman knuckle lock in the center of the ring. Test of strength here. AJ may have a little bit of a strength advantage, but CIMA's fighting him tooth and nail right there in the center of the ring. AJ starting to drive him down though to a knee. Back heel trip takes him down. Shoulders to the mat. Nice bridge.
Keeping his shoulders up off the canvas. AJ trying to break that bridge. But right back up comes CIMA. Tries to drive all of his body weight down to break the bridge, but he maintains it.
Tremendous neck strength shown there by CIMA.
Still holding on to the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Version of a Northern Lights out of it right there, able to get a near fall.
And they still have the fingers laced together. Near fall for AJ. Grabbing hold of the head of CIMA from this position. Feeling out process here in the early going.
Jay cranking down on the front face lock as they lean against the ropes. Looking for another clean break here, and we get it.
Two sportsmen going at it here. Just trying to test each other. They know of each other's reputation in professional wrestling, and they're stepping in the ring with one another right here in Ring of Honor.
It's exactly why people from all over the world make their way here, wrestlers from all over the globe. They want to test themselves in this format. They want to be in this environment. Waistlock into a German, but AJ's able to pop right up to his feet and grab a side headlock. Nice reversal by CIMA. AJ's going to send him off the ropes. Hard shoulder tackle, neither man goes down.
AJ takes him over with the arm drag. Conventional arm drag that time, holding onto the arm. Keeping CIMA down with the arm trapped. CIMA trying to work his way out of this position. Wraps his legs around the head of AJ Styles, takes him over. Going back to their feet, leapfrog from CIMA, leapfrog from Styles. Step over by CIMA, puts on the brakes, but AJ still connects with the drop kick, and that sends him through the ropes into the floor.
Yeah, CIMA sort of tripped there going across AJ. It looked like AJ came up a little bit after on that leapfrog and caught the legs of CIMA as he tried to go over the top of him. None the worse for wear, though, as he comes up and over with that senton from the outside in.
Going for the Rana. AJ looking for the Styles clash on the floor. CIMA worked his way out of that position, puts on the brakes, almost sitting to the ring post, but AJ comes charging, and his shoulder meets nothing but steel.
Suicide dive from CIMA wipes out AJ Styles in the corner by the ring guardrails.
Took a chance, and it paid off for CIMA right there. Referee telling him to bring the action back inside the ring. We have lots of international media here witnessing this historic matchup. CIMA making his American debut tonight and taking on one of the top athletes in American professional wrestling today.
Driving AJ's back into that guardrail one more time. CIMA fires him into the ring. He's going to follow him in. Taking his time, though, following up after that dive to the floor is CIMA.
AJ may have all of his concentration on CIMA tonight, but you know that he's going to get focused once again on Jimmy Rave as soon as this match is over with. Still that standing issue between those two.
Hard chop to the chest from CIMA in the corner. Drop kick to the midsection. AJ had nowhere to go. Trouble breathing as he connected to the midsection. Knocked the wind out of AJ, it looks like. Gasping for air in the corner.
Fans chanting for their chosen wrestler. AJ trying to fight back to his feet. CIMA takes out the leg of Styles, kicks CIMA into the corner, and catches his head with the Rana. Paso wraps the legs around the head of AJ and drives him face first into the second turnbuckle. And double stomp to the spine of Styles in the corner.
Did you hear the impact on the back of AJ Styles? CIMA, though, slow to follow up here. He needs to drag AJ out of the corner and cover it.
CIMA really winning over the fans here in Buffalo. AJ feeling the effects. As CIMA goes back to work, grabbing hold of the leg. Now out to the apron.
What's he going to do with him here?
Grabs hold of the legs of Styles. Snaps the throat of Styles on the bottom rope.
Slingshots AJ's throat up against the bottom cable. Once again, driving the oxygen out of AJ, making it very difficult for him to breathe here. Oxygen is the fuel that moves the body, and when you cut it off, you make it very difficult for the offense of the opponent to take place.
And CIMA knows that AJ Styles has that explosive offense to pull off some amazing maneuvers, and if he takes away his energy, AJ Styles is a weakened competitor and can't pull off those maneuvers. Big opportunity for CIMA. He can score a victory over AJ Styles here in his American debut. It would mean a lot for his career.
AJ able to make it to the ropes and force the break. CIMA up to his feet. AJ on his knees, crawling towards the center of the ring. Fires a right hand to the midsection and a left. Double axe handle to the back.
AJ throws the kick. CIMA ducks.
Ducks the clothesline, does AJ. Cross body, but AJ catches him.
Holds him in half.
Driving the back right across the ribs and the back right across the hip. Catching him in midair.
That can turn the momentum into the favor of Styles here, as CIMA had the upper hand for the past few minutes. See if AJ can capitalize. Hard chop across the chest.
Forearm strike to the chin. AJ's gonna fire him off. Cima puts on the brakes.
Wrapped his arm around that top rope. Again, more damage to the back. Only gets 2. Cima able to kick out.
Neither man yet to go for any of their trademark maneuvers so far. Still that feeling out process here. Belly to back, drives him right to the middle of the ring. Clutching the back of his head is Cima. Cover here.
Cima able to kick out. Tying up the legs of Cima from this position. Inverted Indian Deathlock. He reaches back, grabs hold of the chin. Bermuda lock.
Cima stuck right in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go as AJ wrenches back on the chin with the legs grapevine there. Look at the strength of the neck muscles of AJ Styles here.
Takes a lot to be able to maintain that bridge and put a lot of pressure on several different body parts with that one hold.
Unbelievable flexibility displayed as well by both men.
Cima trying to fight his way back to his feet here.
Again, this crowd evenly split here. Cheering both men on. Reversal by Cima. AJ springboards off, but he's caught with a drop kick to the knee. Cima going downstairs.
Telling the referee to move out of the way. But AJ saw it coming and was able to connect with Cima, but feeling the effects on that knee.
Oh, you faggot.
AJ working his way back to a standing position, but noticeably limping, favoring that leg.
Grabs Cima by the head and drags him to his feet. Elbow to the back of the neck. Could be going for the Styles Clash here.
You almost called it the Rave Clash. I'm disappointed in you, Lenny.
Hot shot by Cima.
Throat first on that top rope. Ducks the clothesline. And they both go for cross bodies at the very same time and collide in the center of the ring.
Both men down here. Whoever can make it to their feet first is going to have the advantage here as the offense of both men starting to take its toll here.
Paul Turner administers the double count. Who's going to be able to get back up first?
AJ to his knees against the ropes. Cima to his feet in the center of the ring. They're going to trade forearm shots.
AJ comes out on the better end of that exchange, but he catches the leg. Dragon screw leg whip from Cima.
Right back to work on that already injured knee of AJ Styles. Both men crawling to the corners. Cima charging with a double knee to the midsection.
Still favoring that leg is Styles. Crossing the legs into a Michinoku driver. The perfect driver from Cima, but not enough to put him away.
AJ able to kick out after 2 there. He got dumped right on top of his head. Cima thought it was 3, questioning the ref. Gonna bring AJ back up to his feet one more time as the crowd again gets behind their men. Cima forces AJ back to the corner. He's gonna send him off. AJ ducks out of the way, avoids the knees.
Going for that inverted DDT, but Cima saw it coming, held onto that top rope to block.
AJ out to the floor.
He's done his homework on AJ Styles, saw that maneuver coming, and instinctively grabbed hold of that rope.
AJ makes his way back up to the apron, trying to get suplexed back in. Cima trying to use that bottom rope for a little extra leverage, but AJ fights him off. Hard forearm shot rocks Cima. Springboards with a forearm shot right to the face.
Beautiful maneuver from AJ Styles. Cima on his back. AJ looking to follow up. Got him up in the torture rack. Likes to go for a rack bomb from this position from time to time. And that's exactly what he has in mind. Cover!
2.5 again as Cima kicks out. Tremendous back and forth matchup here.
AJ still favoring that leg. As Sema lays on the canvas, AJ looking to take a chance.
AJ slow to climb the top as Sema makes it to his feet and fires a right hand to the midsection. He's going to follow him up.
Possibly a superplex. AJ trying to block.
Right hands to the midsection, shoves him to the mat, but Sema lands on his feet, and there's the Venus punch.
The palm strike from Sema. He's got AJ Styles still up top. And connects with the kick.
AJ hung upside down in a bad way.
And Sema, a very agile competitor.
There's no way he's going to make it from there.
All the way across the ring, corner to corner drop kick from Sema. Another Venus strike. Likes to put the iconoclasm to use, and that's exactly what he goes for. And likes to follow it up with the mad splash, the frog splash off the top.
But AJ gets the feet up.
Sema stunned, AJ back to his feet. Super kick connects.
Leaping kick to the top of the head by AJ.
And Sema's out on his feet. Could we see the Styles clash? Sema trying to block. He's going for that modified air raid crash. AJ works his way out of it, backslide.
Sema rolls through.
Cradle. And that's it! Sema scores the victory! Sema with a huge victory against AJ Styles in his American debut. It's been fantastic seeing these Dragon Gate stars here in ROH. We'd love to have them back. I'd love to see a rematch between these two. And now AJ Styles can once again focus on Jimmy Rave and the Embassy. And you know that he'll have Mick Foley watching his back.
You know, they say that being a champion can't last forever. Hell, I've learned that twice now. They say that you can't be unbeatable forever. And I've learned that twice now. And when things like this happen, people begin to talk. They say, you're losing a step. You're getting slow. You're getting complacent. And you know, when something like this happens, you can do one of two things. You can continue to be complacent, slow, a step behind, or you can get better. You can get a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more intense. You see, An era of dominance can only last so long, but an era of viciousness can last forever. I am Samoa Joe, your former Pure Wrestling champion, and the world will know I am pro wrestling.
Introducing first to my left, the challenger from Holstead Street in Chicago, Illinois, weighing 247 pounds, classic Colt Cabana. To my right, from Hanover, West Virginia, weighing 195 pounds, he is your Ring of Honor World World Champion, James Gibson.
The Code of Honor followed with a very snug handshake to start things off. James Gibson puts the Ring of Honor World title on the line against Colt Cabana here in your main event.
Crowd electric here for the main event. The world title on the line. Cabana and Gibson about to hook it up. Cabana earned this shot last week when he defeated Nigel McGuinness.
In that Soccer Riot match at Night of the Grudges 2, was able to select either a pure title shot or world title shot here tonight. Selected the world title and gets a crack at James Gibson.
Clean break in the corner though. Gibson thought it took a little too long for Cabana to back up.
And as things get started here, you gotta wonder exactly what Homicide has in mind. You know, Sean Price following him around. Hopefully he won't interject himself into this matchup. You know, hopefully Cabana out in the ring, and we have a good main event. Hopefully we won't see any interference on Homicide's part.
Well, hopefully he learned his lesson after the fine he got last week for his shenanigans in the title match there. If he thought that fine was bad, what does he think they'll do to him tonight if he tries to stick his nose in this matchup?
Cabana has certainly been on a roll since returning from the UK in early August. Very entertaining victory at Redemption in Dayton, Ohio against Spanky. And he came up with the victory at Punk the Final Chapter in Chicago Ridge in that 2 out of 3 falls matchup between training partners, tag team partners, and rivals here in the Ring of Honor, defeating CM Punk. And at Night of the Grudges 2, of course, with that victory over Nigel.
Why is he in the act? Come on. Tell him clean.
Backs Gibson in the corner looking for a clean break.
You break it off.
He gets one.
Winner of this matchup will defend the ROH World title next week down in Florida for the Full Impact Pro promotion against Roderick Strong.
Let's go, Gibson!
Once again, another matchup here tonight where the crowd seems split down the middle between the two competitors. Lots of Let's Go Gibson and Let's Go Cabana chants as Gibson controls the arm with a hammerlock. Nice bridge by Gibson there, wrenching back on the arm of Cabana.
And the gun just fell out of the mouth of Cabana and he picked it back up off the canvas with his mouth.
That's disgusting.
Staying focused while Gibson holds onto the hammerlock.
Good job by Gibson here trying to keep Cabana on the mat, negate the size advantage, the big height advantage that Cabana has on Gibson, who unorthodoxly gets out of that predicament and takes control of the arm while spreading the legs of Gibson with his feet.
I can't feel good.
No, it can't. Gibson frees himself from that position, but Cabana keeping hold of the arm. Gibson chest first down on the canvas.
Yabba-dabba-doo!
Yabba-dabba-doo splash down across the arm.
Cabana right back onto Gibson's arm though.
Of course, Gibson with that super emotional victory to win the world title at Redemption by winning that 4-way elimination matchup against Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and CM Punk. Who will ever forget the scene, his celebration at the end of that matchup, celebrating with his wife as well as the ROH roster. Near fall right there for Cabana. Had the shoulders of Gibson down for a count of 2.
You talk about the high emotional match between Cabana and Punk. Cabana's last 3 wins, you want to talk about divergent styles, taking on all comers in different styles of wrestling. You know, he had the comedy match against Spanky, the high emotional drama in Punk's last match, and then you had that just hatred in his match with Nigel, that feud that just finally boiled to a head. Now he's got a guy in the ring, the world title on the line, and another different style for Colt Cabana to kind of face here, and you got to wonder how he's going to adapt to it.
Cabana maneuvers his way out of that hold as Gibson had the legs wrapped around the head. Cabana all the way down to the canvas to relieve the pressure and work his way out of it.
It's the second time I've seen almost a perplexed look on the face of James Gibson after something Cabana has done to escape one of his holds.
Well, Cabana has learned a lot of the European style of wrestling and holds and counter holds, ways to escape submission predicaments that a lot of American wrestlers aren't too familiar with. And he's brought those tools to the United States, much like Nigel McGuinness did. And it does sort of perplex his opponents from time to time and frustrate them.
Nice bridge by Cabana, kind of wiggling his way free here, trying to get an escape. Rolls to his front, rolls to his back. Gibson cranking down again on the head, another bridge by Cabana.
And works his way out of it.
And lets Gibson get up. I don't understand that.
Another innovative escape from Cabana. And Gibson, again, getting a little frustrated.
Just beating you at wrestling, Jamie. Sorry, buddy.
Cabana talking to Gibson now. Trying to get him to the head of the champ maybe a little bit here.
As the fans chant back and forth in favor of their chosen wrestler. Brings Cabana down to the canvas. Hey, Lenny Leonard, it's time to pay the bills since Bauer's drunk up in the stands. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500. More than just ROH DVDs. Straight Shooting series, Straight Shooting with CM Punk and Colt Cabana now out. If you're a fan of the CM Punk and Samoa Joe Straight Shooting, you'll want to check that one out. Plus merchandise and DVDs from TNA, the WWE, Full Impact Pro, IWC, ECW, and more. Japanese merchandise, including stuff from Dragon Gate and much more. ROHWrestling.com. Cha-ching! And Cabana having a little bit of fun in that ring, as he is known to do.
James Gibson does not look like he has a look of a guy who wants to have fun on his face. He is all business in the ring. He takes the ROH World title very, very seriously. He said he's going to be here until somebody can beat him for it, and he won't leave until then, and I'm sure he doesn't want it to be now in his second match as the champ.
Cabana sent to the corner using that European style, walking up the ropes. Gibson with the hammerlock, and Cabana uses the momentum to send Gibson to the floor.
Cabana doing an excellent job of counter-attacking here, as you see again a frustrated champ on the floor as he was sent through the ropes, kicking at the guardrail. Now Gibson letting Cabana get inside his head here might be a little bit of a mistake. So it's probably a good thing that he's taking his time on the outside to kind of clear his head here.
He's starting to lose his cool a little bit. And you don't want to do that when the title is on the line. Getting face to face with Cabana, and he just pie faces him. Slap right across the face, and Cabana dishes it right back out. It's a shoving match.
Apparently James Gibson wants no part of good times, great memories here.
He needs to maintain his composure here. He's a great wrestler, but he certainly has a temper. And he can't let that stand in the way of a successful title defense here.
And I think he knows that, which is why he's taking his time out on the floor. He's going to utilize the referee's count for as long as he can before he gets back in the ring so he can clear his head and get back to business. The business of being the ROH World Champ.
Gibson on borrowed time, much like Spanky here in Ring of Honor, as he's headed back to the WWE, but he has vowed to stay in Ring of Honor and continue competing in ROH as long as he holds on to that title.
And, you know, of course, like I said, Gibson heading back at some point to the WWE but you just know he wants to head to FIP next week. He wants to go home to Florida and wrestle Roderick Strong, because that means he's still the ROH World Champ, and we know that belt means everything to James Gibson.
Plants Cabana with the body slam and drops the leg right across the throat. Gibson off the ropes, drives the forearm down.
Starting to go to work on the neck of Colt Cabana here.
Of course, Gibson likes to use the front guillotine choke to finish off his opponents. And putting damage and pressure on that neck would certainly be a wise strategy to set up for that hold.
You see, he's got the arm barred, pulling back on the chin.
Gibson also likes to use the tiger driver. Drops the leg across the arm. Drives the knee in to follow up.
Cabana tried for a head scissors. Instead, he gets a jackknife cradle, only gets a near fall, and a running knee to the side of the face.
As of late, Cabana's been almost like a master of the roll-ups. His various different types of roll-ups that he has taken from that European influence and mixed in with his American training background as well. And has scored many victories with just innovative roll-ups. That's how he got the victory against Spanky in Dayton.
You see Gibson cranking down on that front face lock, going to work on the head and neck again. You see Gibson's kind of slowed the pace down after he's taken a hard forearm shot to the face. Snapmares him over. Off the ropes goes Gibson. Shoulder tackle takes Cabana off his feet. Drop down Gibson up and over. Leap front by Cabana. Move to the midsection. He's going for the tiger driver right here.
Cabana trying to use his leverage to block. And elevates Gibson.
Gibson hanging onto the ropes here.
Cabana changes it up a little bit and dumps Gibson all the way to the floor. And he meant nothing but the concrete right there.
Cabana's going to follow him out now. Gibson in a heap, still on the cement.
He was just about a foot away from those protective mats on the floor. He meant nothing but the concrete as Cabana puts the boots to Gibson.
It's on the brakes. Instead, fires him face first into the apron.
Remember when you did this to me, Gibson?
Hard chop to the chest.
Give another one. You got it.
Forearm shot across the top of the back.
And of course, I mentioned the roll-ups that Cabana's been using as of late, but he's also used a big lariat lately. He pinned both CM Punk and Nigel following those maneuvers in this past month.
Cabana needs to get Gibson back in the ring. He's not going to win the world title out on the floor.
That's exactly what he's doing, bringing the action back inside. And just grabbing hold of Gibson, trying to ring his bell. Kicking away at the head. And twisting away at the neck of Gibson. And the champ is in a world of hurt right now.
Smartly rolling his way out to the floor to stay away from Cabana for a little bit here. Gibson had things going his way for a little bit there.
Really twisted away at the neck of Gibson. Cabana giving him a little bit of time out on the floor.
Come on, Gibby. Come on, Gibby. Let's go.
Cabana wants him back in the ring.
Of course, no countouts here in Ring of Honor. If you are outside of the ring for too long, the referee can disqualify you. Cabana pulling him back through the ropes. Connects with a kick to the side of the head.
Hard forearm shot across the back. Gibson's hung up. He's in a bad spot right here.
Double open hand strike to the chest.
Nowhere for Gibson to go. Couldn't defend himself, and Cabana made him pay right there.
Cabana with Gibson, holds onto the wrist. Neck breaker! Jars the neck of Cabana. Again, setting up for that front guillotine choke. Focusing on that body part of the challenger.
Gibson's still suffering the effects of that offense from Cabana just a minute or so ago. Finally able to make it to his feet. Cabana struggles up to a knee.
And Gibson's still holding on to that neck as well. Trying to shake off the effects.
firing a couple of boots to the top of the head, getting aggressive now. You know, he started letting Cabana get to him a little bit earlier on, went out to the floor to clear the cobwebs a bit, and he weathered the storm with Cabana's offense, and he's come back now a lot more aggressive, and he is going to work on the neck now of the challenger.
Kick right to the back of Cabana. Wraps the legs around the head. Keeping Cabana down on the canvas, making it hard for him to breathe. Referee checking the shoulders of Cabana. As well as if he needs to give it up here. More pressure put on the neck.
Cabana trying to turn over to his stomach, alleviate some of the pressure, make it a little easier for him to escape this hold. Driving the point of the elbow to the top of the head is the champ. Cabana connects with a headbutt to the midsection. Gibson fires a knee right back to the side of the face, make it 2.
Who will be the ROH World Champion going into our big September events, Glory by Honor 4 and Survival of the Fittest, coming up in the near future. Hangs Cabana in the trio low.
Jamie, back off. Jamie, back off.
Going outside, pulling back on the neck. Look at the pressure put on the neck and the back of Colt Cabana right here as he has the head grapevine by the legs and he's just wrenching back over the apron. Well, you're not going to beat Colt Cabana with that move right there, but you are setting up later on down the road the chance to do some serious damage with either that Tiger Driver or the front guillotine choke.
Of course, we've only seen Gibson put the Super Tiger Driver to use once, and that was when he won the ROH World title, Top Rope Tiger Driver against CM Punk.
Hard kick to the side of the face.
And that jars the neck. Crowd getting behind their chosen wrestler as Gibson stays on him. Drops the elbow. Lateral press, Cabana kicks out. And quickly grabbing hold of the chin lock is Gibson, keeping Cabana down on the canvas.
Driving all of his weight into the side of the neck as well. So, and using his legs across the midsection, forcing Cabana to carry not just his own weight, but Gibson's as well as he's leaning on top of him, cutting off the oxygen.
Referee getting in there. Cabana trying to work his way out of this. Up to his knees. Back to a standing position, firing away at the midsection.
Caught with a running knee coming off the ropes by Gibson. Stops Cabana in his tracks. And he goes right back to the chin again. Version of the Shinanamaki here on the ground.
It's quick! You out of your league, Colt Cabana!
Allowing Cabana to give it up here, but Cabana trying to dig down for some energy. His shoulders are close to being down on the canvas. Referee in perfect position. The hold is keeping the left shoulder of Cabana off of the canvas and away from being in a pinning predicament. The referee now checking on Cabana's condition. The arm falls.
Another hold that does not just damage to the neck, but also cuts off the oxygen supply again to Cabana's head. You got that one forearm pressed up against the carotid artery, stops the flow of blood to the brain, and makes you very lightheaded, but Cabana's able to get to his feet, and with his height advantage, he's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure here. Fires the elbow to break the hold and makes it 2. Goes for a third, but ducks down, but then pulls Gibson down by the hands and drives his neck right to the canvas.
And Cabana very worn down himself. Todd Sinclair administers the double count. Both men really feeling the effects of this matchup. You'll notice Cabana not really showing signs of damage to the neck. He's not really holding on to his neck. Doesn't really want to let Gibson know that how much damage he has inflicted on him, but you can tell just the way that he stayed on that body part that he has done a lot of damage to the neck of Cabana.
Yeah, Cabana very slow to get to his feet after all that offense. Gibson him firing right hands right in the center of the ring. Gibson off the ropes. Cabana ducks the right hand and connects with an elbow to the top of the head. Gibson pops back up and gets dropped with an elbow again.
Cabana getting his second wind. Big body slam.
Colt needs to follow up here.
Move to the midsection. Maybe looking for the Colt 45. The butterfly backbreaker over the shoulder. Gibson uses his leverage to block. Cabana backs him into the corner. Shot right across the chest.
Gibson fires a knee to the midsection and turns him into the corner himself with a chop of his own. Elbow to the top of the head of Cabana.
Reversal of the what? Cabana do-si-do with the ref. Sunset flip. Holding press. No, only 2.
Using Todd Sinclair to his advantage there. Gets a quick 2 count on Gibson. Reversal by the champ. Sends Cabana off. And fires him over the top rope to the floor.
Cabana trying to work his way back to his feet. Gibson off the ropes. And goes soaring. Both men down on the floor.
Cabana and Gibson both struggling here to make it just to their feet.
You have to make a trip to the fridge. Take a breather.
Very physically taxing matchup on both competitors. The neck of Cabana has seen better days, and Gibson has yet to try to cinch in that front guillotine choke as of yet, though he knows that he has done a lot of damage.
Gibson picks Cabana up. Backbreaker right in the corner there. Gibson may be going up. Says that's it.
We're going to take a chance.
Very slow, though, to get to the top is Gibson, adjusting his knee pads. Way too much time, allowing Cabana to make it to his feet, well, to his knees, but still enough to crotch him on the top turnbuckle, and now Cabana's going to follow him up.
Like we see here from Colt Cabana. Gibson fighting his way out of this position. Knocks Cabana back down, but a forearm across the back of Gibson.
Going for Splash Mountain here.
The Whirlybird, round and around he goes.
Drops him in the center of the ring, cover!
No, he kicks out. Cabana has been known to put away opponents with that maneuver in the past. He scored a victory over Delirious using that maneuver in the past. But Gibson, resilient, able to kick out.
Cabana again slow to follow up. Obviously favoring that neck as he tries to pick Gibson up in the center of the ring. Belly to back, Gibson elevates over and goes downstairs with a drop kick to the knee. Off the ropes with a running knee strike, Cabana's dazed. German with a bridge! Only able to get 2.
Nice maneuver, and dropped Cabana right on his neck with that German suplex. More damage to that body part. Cabana in the ropes. Gibson trying to fight his way back up himself.
Todd Sinclair checking on Cabana in the corner.
He's maintained his focus, though.
Glassy look almost on his eyes by Cabana as he got dropped right on the back of his neck. Almost doesn't even look like he knows where he is right now.
Gibson charges, but Cabana gets the knee up. Cabana up to the second. And rolls, and he's got Gibson. Gibson reaches the ropes.
Using that choke himself there was Cabana. Looked like he was going for that tornado suplex off the ropes there. Instead turned it into a choke. Gibson, though, able to make it to the ropes.
Just held on to the head on the way over with the suplex. Gibson back to his feet on the apron.
And connects, does Colt Cabana with a right hand that knocks Gibson from the apron all the way to the floor.
In the ring, Cabana, come on.
Cabana just waiting.
Both men crashing to the floor.
acai moonsault from Colt Cabana. Referee checking on the champion.
Holy shit! Holy
And these fans are loving it.
Holy shit!
Cabana putting his body on the line in the quest of earning the ROH World title here tonight. Needs to bring him back inside the ring and follow up.
Both men moving very slowly as the offensive onslaught starting to take its toll on both these tremendous athletes. Gibson crawling his way over to the corner, trying to buy some more time. Cabana looks like he's ready to bounce. Charges in. Butt bump.
Could we see a second? Gibson into the corner. This time Gibson gets the knees up right into the ass of Cabana. Going for the victory roll. Ties up the legs.
We're going how we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Rockwater style.
He's going to sign autographs. What are you doing? There's fans out there. No! God damn!
Oh! Don't you ever disrespect me like that, you punk bitch, you know what I mean? Don't you ever disrespect me, you fucking clown, you Jay Leno, you Kobe O'Brien, you son of a bitch! God damn, fuck Sicky Saints, Rockwater bitches! Fuck out of here. That's we're gonna do that. Take it to the dude, god damn it, homicide!
You alright, Cole? You alright? Somebody get some help!
Fuck off, man.
God, Jesus.